Yo, ZK here. Yo, ZK here. Welcome, Money Club members. Right, this is going to be a little intro video on how to identify a trend. Let's get cracking. Right, stepping straight in. So the first thing you want to do to identify a trend is identify, obviously, which direction is going. And we're going to do this by a series of higher lows or lower highs or higher highs and higher lows. Now, look at the charts. As we step into the charts here, you're going to see that it's very easy once this concept is stuck down to identify, okay, we've got a lower low here and a lower high and a lower low and a lower high. This, when paired, is very easy to see that we are in fact in a downtrend here. Okay, and then you pair that straight again to the opposite direction. It's easy to then go, okay, look, we've got a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high. We're then very easily demonstrated in an uptrend. This here simple technique to have a little look which direction you're going, whether you're a bullish or a bearish biased, and to go forward from there. So taking this technique is also compared with time frames. So the higher the time frame, the stronger the movement. Okay, so the little time frames work for the higher time frames. It's like having the little workers at Amazon. They'll work for Jeff. Yeah, same concept. The higher the time frame, the more the precedent it has on the movement of the market. So to look within sort of the higher time frames, you can see where we just marked up here. Now downtrend, uptrend. This is a sort of a change in direction, both sides within an overall direction. So there's something called top-down analysis, where you go onto the higher time frames, get an overall scope, a bird's eye view onto the market and what's actually going on. So we can see here that it's a complete downtrend. Okay, complete downtrend. It's going down. There's nothing that we even need to argue about it. Pardon me. So it's going down. But please be aware, this is why I say look at the higher time frames. Identify the higher time frame agenda, and then drop down to the lower time frames and see where you are in that agenda. Because although we are going down, it's quite easy to see here, there's going to be spurts of up, and then vice versa. If you are going up, there's going to be spurts of down. This is just for general order mitigation from the institutions. This is for getting people on the wrong side. This is for just general momentum. It just doesn't go up forever and doesn't go down forever. There's intermediate areas where it does pull back and keep going forwards. Obviously, this is absolutely repeatable across the charts. We have a little look here. You've got that overall downwards trend down the market like this, boom. But you've got your series of lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. If you can spot this, then you can automatically look at the market and go, okay, it's clearly going down because we've got a series of lower highs and lower lows. Then what we're doing, we're looking for sells. Okay, and then on the vice versa side of things, if we have a little look here, okay, we've seen a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, higher high, and so forth. So we're so very clear in an uptrend here, but don't be fooled by these little bits here. So this is a deeper lesson into sort of Dow theory, Elliott Wave theory, and stuff like that, where it will sometimes come and form a lower low just to get people on the wrong side, but the overall census is still up. Because what does it like to do? It likes to do a zigzag formation like that. And sometimes that zigzag will become below the average, this trend line here, and keep going forward just to get people in the wrong side and trick people. But the general census is if it's forming a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, then what we're doing, we are buying the market because there's a bullish bias present. To make it easier on the eye as well, we can use something called trend lines. Now, we've identified here, as we're looking at, it's an uptrend, okay? If we grab this tool here, we have a little look, boom, there's your trend line. Okay, you got one tap there, you got one tap there, you got one tap, you got one tap, 2, 5, 6, loads of taps. Okay, just another way of going, okay, well, where's the market going? It's going up. Okay, when it then breaks this area and puts a consecutive 2 is always a good rule. Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. If then you see 2, then you can probably determine that there's probably a change in direction, and we're looking now at a bearish movement. And the same process applies. Let's have a little look. Okay, we've got a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low formation forming. we can identify that just to double check. Boom. Okay, we've got a downtrend there. That's amazing. Now what are we doing? We're selling the market. Always be on the right side of the market. This is number one in any strategy, is conforming your directional bias. Any questions, shoot ZK a message. That's me, Money Club out, man.